Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Made Easy podcast. This is your extended shadowing practice session. Today, we're going for a full, immersive experience. Don't worry if you have a bit more time. This one is designed to last around 7 to 10 minutes, but you can still do it anywhere while walking the dog, folding laundry, commuting on the train, or just chilling at home. No excuses, my friend. If you can listen, you can speak. This isn't passive listening, this is active speaking practice. Open your mouth, speak out loud, and shadow every line with me. Stay all the way to the end. No pausing, no skipping ahead. We're in this together. Ready? Let's dive in. My day always starts with the sound of birds outside my window. The sound of birds outside my window wakes me up gently. Now you say it. The sound of birds outside my window wakes me up gently. I slowly open my eyes and look at the ceiling for a moment. Now your turn. I slowly open my eyes and look at the ceiling for a moment. The room is still a little dark, so I reach for the lamp on my nightstand. I reach for the lamp on my nightstand. Now repeat after me. I reach for the lamp on my nightstand. I turn on the light and blink a few times to adjust. Now you say it. I turn on the light and blink a few times to adjust. Great start. Then I stretch my arms above my head. I stretch my arms above my head. Now your turn. I stretch my arms above my head. I yawn loudly and feel my whole body wake up. I yawn loudly and feel my whole body wake up. Now repeat. I yawn loudly and feel my whole body wake up. Sometimes I feel so cozy under the blanket that I don't want to move. I don't want to move. Now say it. I don't want to move. I tell myself just 2 more minutes. And close my eyes again. Now you say it. I tell myself just 2 more minutes. And close my eyes again, but then I remember all the things I have to do, so I push the blanket away. I push the blanket away. Now your turn. I push the blanket away. I swing my legs over the side of the bed and sit up straight. I sit up straight. Now repeat. I sit up straight. My feet touch the cool floor, and that helps me wake up faster. My feet touch the cool floor. Now say it. My feet touch the cool floor. I stand up slowly and walk to the window. I walk to the window. Now your turn. I walk to the window. I pull the curtains open and let the morning sunlight flood in. I let the morning sunlight flood in. Now repeat after me. I let the morning sunlight flood in. I take a deep breath of fresh air and smile at the new day. Now you say it. I take a deep breath of fresh air and smile at the new day. Perfect. Next, I head to the bathroom for my morning routine. I head to the bathroom. Now say it. I head to the bathroom. First, I splash cold water on my face to feel refreshed. I splash cold water on my face. Now your turn. I splash cold water on my face. Then I brush my teeth carefully for 2 full minutes. I brush my teeth carefully for 2 full minutes. Now repeat. I brush my teeth carefully for 2 full minutes. I look in the mirror and fix my messy bed hair. I fix my messy bed hair. Now say it. I fix my messy bed hair. After that, I jump into the shower for a quick wash. I jump into the shower. Now your turn. I jump into the shower. The warm water feels amazing on my skin. The warm water feels amazing. Now repeat. The warm water feels amazing. I wash my hair with shampoo and hum my favorite song. I hum my favorite song. Now say it. I hum my favorite song. When I'm done, I dry off with a soft towel. I dry off with a soft towel. Now your turn. I dry off with a soft towel. I put on some moisturizer to keep my skin smooth. Now repeat. I put on some moisturizer to keep my skin smooth. Excellent. Now it's time to choose clothes for the day. I open my closet and pick out a comfortable shirt. I pick out a comfortable shirt. Now say it. I pick out a comfortable shirt. Then I choose jeans and my favorite sneakers. I choose jeans and my favorite sneakers. Now your turn. I choose jeans and my favorite sneakers. I get dressed quickly because I'm starting to feel hungry. I'm starting to feel hungry. Now repeat. I'm starting to feel hungry. I walk to the kitchen and turn on the coffee machine first. I turn on the coffee machine. Now say it. I turn on the coffee machine. The smell of fresh coffee fills the air immediately. The smell of fresh coffee fills the air. Now your turn. The smell of fresh coffee fills the air. While it brews, I take out bread for toast. I take out bread for toast. Now repeat. I take out bread for toast. I pop 2 slices into the toaster and wait. Now say it. I pop 2 slices into the toaster. Then I grab some fruit from the fridge, usually an apple or banana. I grab some fruit from the fridge. Now your turn. I grab some fruit from the fridge. I spread butter and jam on the hot toast when it's ready. I spread butter and jam on the hot toast. Now repeat. I spread butter and jam on the hot toast. Finally, I pour a big cup of coffee with a little milk. I pour a big cup of coffee with a little milk. Now say it. I pour a big cup of coffee with a little milk. I sit at the table and enjoy my simple breakfast slowly. I enjoy my simple breakfast slowly. Now your turn. I enjoy my simple breakfast slowly. Sometimes I read the news on my phone while eating. I read the news on my phone. Now repeat. I read the news on my phone. Other mornings, I just listen to the quiet and think about my plans. Now say it. I just listen to the quiet and think about my plans. When I'm finished, I rinse my plate and cup in the sink. I rinse my plate and cup. Now your turn. I rinse my plate and cup. I pack my bag with my laptop, notebook, and water bottle. I pack my bag. Now repeat. I pack my bag. I check the weather app to see if I need an umbrella. I check the weather app. Now say it. I check the weather app. Then I grab my keys and head out the door. I grab my keys and head out the door. Now your turn. I grab my keys and head out the door. You're doing fantastic. We're already through the morning. Keep going. I lock the door behind me and walk down the stairs. I walk down the stairs. Now repeat. I walk down the stairs. Outside, the air is cool and fresh. The air is cool and fresh. The air and fresh. Now say it. The air is cool and fresh. I wave hello to my neighbor who's walking his dog. I wave hello to my neighbor. Now your turn. I wave hello to my neighbor. I head to the bus stop or train station depending on the day. I head to the bus stop. Now repeat. I head to the bus stop. While waiting, I put in my earphones and listen to a podcast. I listen to a podcast. Now say it. I listen to a podcast. When the bus arrives, I get on and find a seat by the window. I find a seat by the window. Now your turn. I find a seat by the window. I watch the city wake up as we drive through the streets. I watch the city wake up. Now repeat. I watch the city wake up. After about 20 minutes, I arrive near my office. I arrive near my office. Now say it. I arrive near my office. I stop at a small cafe for a second coffee if I need an extra boost. Now your turn. I stop at a small cafe for a second coffee. The barista knows me and starts making my usual order. The barista knows me. Now repeat. The barista knows me. I pay, say thank you, and continue walking to work. I say thank you. Now say it. I say thank you. At the office, I greet my colleagues with good morning. I greet my colleagues. Now your turn. I greet my colleagues. I sit at my desk and turn on my computer. I turn on my computer. Now repeat. I turn on my computer. First thing, I check my email inbox for important messages. I check my email inbox. Now say it. I check my email inbox. Then I make a quick to make do list for the day. I make a quick to make do list. Now your turn. I make a quick to do list. I start with the most urgent tasks to get them out of the way. Now repeat. I start with the most urgent tasks. Around 10 o'clock, I take a short break and chat with coworkers. I chat with coworkers. Now say it. I chat with coworkers. We talk about weekend plans or funny stories. We talk about weekend plans. Now your turn. We talk about weekend plans. Then I get back to work and focus for another hour or two. I focus for another hour or two. Now repeat. I focus for another hour or two. When lunchtime comes, I feel excited for a break. I feel excited for a break. Now say it. I feel excited for a break. Some days I bring a homemade lunch in a box. I bring a homemade lunch. Now your turn. I bring a homemade lunch. Other days I go out with friends to a nearby restaurant. I go out with friends. Now repeat. I go out with friends. We order salads, sandwiches, or pasta, whatever we feel like. Now say it. We order salads, sandwiches, or pasta. We laugh and share stories while we eat. We laugh and share stories. Now your turn. We laugh and share stories. Sometimes I prefer a quiet lunch alone at my desk. I prefer a quiet lunch alone. Now repeat. I prefer a quiet lunch alone. On those days, I watch a short video or read a book. I watch a short video. Now say it. I watch a short video. After lunch, I go for a 10-minute walk outside to clear my mind. I go for a 10-minute walk. Now your turn. I go for a 10-minute walk. The fresh air and movement help me feel energized again. The fresh air helps me feel energized. Now repeat. The fresh air helps me feel energized. Back at my desk, I tackle the afternoon tasks. I tackle the afternoon tasks. Now say it. I tackle the afternoon tasks. I attend meetings or calls with the team. I attend meetings. Now your turn. I attend meetings. We discuss projects, ideas, and next steps. We discuss projects. Now repeat. We discuss projects. Around 3 o'clock, I often feel a little sleepy. I feel a little sleepy. Now say it. I feel a little sleepy. I make myself a cup of green tea to stay alert. I make a cup of green tea. Now your turn. I make a cup of green tea. I stretch at my desk or do some quick exercises. I do some quick exercises. Now repeat. I do some quick exercises. Then I power through the last few hours of work. I power through the last few hours. Now say it. I power through the last few hours. When the clock hits 5 or 6, I start wrapping up. I start wrapping up. Now your turn. I start wrapping up. I save my files, reply to final emails, and shut down my computer. I shut down my computer. Now repeat. I shut down my computer. I say goodbye to everyone and leave the office. I say goodbye to everyone. Now say it. I say goodbye to everyone. On the way home, I might stop at the supermarket for groceries. I stop at the supermarket. Now your turn. I stop at the supermarket. I pick up fresh vegetables, milk, and something for dinner. I pick up fresh vegetables. Now repeat. I pick up fresh vegetables. Back home, I put the groceries away and change into comfy clothes. I change into comfy clothes. Now say it. I change into comfy clothes. I sit on the couch for a moment and just relax. I just relax. Now your turn. I just relax. Then I start preparing dinner in the kitchen. I start preparing dinner. Now repeat. I start preparing dinner. I chop onions, garlic, and whatever veggies I have. I chop onions and garlic. Now say it. I chop onions and garlic. I cook pasta, stir fry, or grilled chicken, simple but tasty. Now your turn. I cook pasta or stir fry. I set the table and enjoy my meal with some music playing. I enjoy my meal with music. Now repeat. I enjoy my meal with music. After dinner, I wash the dishes or load the dishwasher. I wash the dishes. Now say it. I wash the dishes. Then it's time for my favorite part of the day, winding down. Now your turn. It's time for winding down. I might watch an episode of my current TV series. I watch an episode. Now repeat. I watch an episode. Or I call a friend or family member to catch up. I call a friend. Now say it. I call a friend. Sometimes I read a few chapters of a good book. I read a few chapters. Now your turn. I read a few chapters. If I feel active, I do some light yoga or stretching. I do some light yoga. Now repeat. I do some light yoga. Around 9 or 10, I start my bedtime routine. I start my bedtime routine. Now say it. I start my bedtime routine. I brush my teeth again and wash my face. I wash my face. Now your turn. I wash my face. I put on pajamas and get into bed. I get into bed. Now repeat. I get into bed. I set an alarm for the next morning. I set an alarm. Now say it. I set an alarm. Finally, I turn off the light and close my eyes. I close my eyes. Now your turn. I close my eyes. I think about the good things from the day and fall asleep peacefully. Now repeat one last time. I think about the good things from the day and fall asleep peacefully. Wow, my friend. You made it. You just shadowed an entire day from sunrise to bedtime. That's thousands of words spoken out loud in natural English. Your pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence are getting stronger every time you do this. Amazing job. Remember, the real magic happens when you start describing your own day using these patterns. Change the details, add your habits, make it yours. That's how you become truly fluent. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Keep speaking every single day, keep shadowing, keep pushing your limits, and you'll be amazed at how far you go. See you in the next session. Good night, or good day, wherever you are. Bye for now.